What it is, what it do, YouTube? Your boy Mommy Duffy back in the video with another video, man. As we continue our series of Who Will Win Fridays, man, we have an interesting one today, baby. We got some hard-hitting smash mouth football, my style of football, something that I grew up on. We got the 2000 Ravens versus the 2013 Seahawks. Whoo! Oh, damn! I could just hear the clacking already. I could just hear whoo from the crowds, man. I could just feel the energy inside of the stadium already, and that's something we'll never be able to see. But I want to know, drop your comments below and let me know who you think will win in this game, because this will be an intense game. But before I even get into the video, man, this is a Philly channel, and I gotta show some love to my Philly boys. But I'ma just entertain the rumors that's going around. Well, one ain't no rumor. Debo do want to be traded from San Fran. He should get compensated for what he's done this past season and what he's been doing for them. But that's neither here nor there. AJ Brown, he's looking for a new deal. Terry McLaurin looking for a new deal. Just to like I just mentioned, just to entertain the rumors, I feel like we need to go after. We should trade for AJ Brown. You know, he's a young receiver, hungry. Pairing him with Hurts would definitely be an asset for us. We can slide him over at X, slide Vontae over at Z, and let him do the damn thing. He runs tremendous routes. He's a big body, make tough catches, take the top off of defense. So he definitely bring different things to the table from a receiver standpoint that he would definitely serve justice for the Eagles. But I know they're gonna stay with their respective teams, rightfully so. But you know, just to entertain, it's the off season, just to entertain the rumors that's going around. I just had to put my little 2 cents in there. But man, now we better get into it, man. Ooh, this is a matchup, man. I was talking it over with my brother, and he couldn't even answer this question because he said this is hard. This is a hard question to answer. And as I was doing my research yesterday, I'm just doing my research. I'm like, damn. And seeing all these facts and seeing all this in front of my face, it's just like, damn, this really is. But man, stay tuned to the end of the video, and you're gonna figure out who I'm gonna choose and who I'm gonna run with and who I think is gonna pull this one off. This would have been a great freaking Super Bowl. I would not move an inch from my TV. I would not miss a second of this game. This would be an interesting Super Bowl if it was to happen. But man, 2000 Ravens, they went 12-4 the year they won the Super Bowl. They had Banks as their starting quarterback, but he couldn't get the job done. So they plugged in Trent Dilfer, and he was horrendous too. He was horrendous, but you know, he was all they had, so they had to go with what they got. So, you know, I can't even really say any great things about their offense. The only good thing about their offense, you know, the 8 games that he did start, he threw for 1,502 yards, 12 touchdowns, and he threw 11 picks. Whew. He was Jameis Winston before Jameis Winston. Jamal Lewis, before I even read his stat line, he's an underrated guy. He's a guy that we forget about. He's one of the 8 or 9 guys that ran for 2,000 yards, and he really don't get the recognition that he deserves and everything. But he was a bell cow for the Ravens. In 2000, he ran for 309 yards, 364 yards, and 6 TDs. With that amount of carries and that amount of yards, I would assume that he'll have more TDs. But Uncle Shay, also known as Big Play Shay, he had 810 yards for 5 TDs. Ray Lewis said, just give us 7 points and we'll take care of the rest. And now I'm about to get on their defense.
If we got up on anybody, 3 points, 7 points, game over.
No team in the NFL has broken their record. They're the only team in NFL history to allow the fewest points in a season. Teams only average 10.3 points a game. But what? You know how great of a defense you have to be, man. They also kept 4 teams scoreless. So, damn, that's remarkable. That's a remarkable stat line. Also, alluding to those 4 teams that were scoreless, they allowed the fewest yards in a season. There's 16 games at that time. It was 16 games, 16 weeks. They only allowed 970 yards. Oh my God. Oh my God. If I could take one part of the game away from you, I'm gonna win the game. Because now I know all you have to do, now I know what you're doing. You only can throw the ball. Now I'm playing sticks. I'm jamming the receivers. Doing everything. They had dogs all on that squad. Peter Bullerwood, Dwayne Starks, Tony Siragusa, Ray, of course, Rob Wilson, Chris McAllister out there corner. Man, that defense was loaded. So that would be interesting going against the 2013 Seahawks, because the Seahawks did not have a prolific offense. Let's just call a spade a spade. They didn't have a prolific offense. They was kind of like the Ravens. Play great defense, and we're going to run the ball. They had, at that time, a top 5 running back, Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer. I'm going to speak into existence for him. They had beast mode back then at running back, so they, okay, turn around, hand the ball to Tufo. Let Tufo get jiggy with the ball, and which he did. He ran for 1,257 yards and 12 touchdowns. So he had 12 of them things. He was balling that year. Led the league in touchdowns that year, by the way. Russ, he was cooking as coming in as his second year. His second year had 3,357 yards, 26 of them things, and 9 picks. So he was taking care of the ball, and you know, he was doing what he was supposed to do, hitting Doug Baldwin, hitting Curse and their tight end. But I don't know if they can be able to run the ball against them. Will Marshawn be effective in the run game as he was? I don't know. Just because you could not run the ball against them. They took that away from you. So I don't know if they can be able to get jiggy with the ball. But now, will the Seahawks defense, LOB, be able to stop their offense? Hell yeah, without a question. They had Trent Dilfer as their quarterback. Let's just call a spade, man. Trent Dilfer, you know, he was he was just a guy. That's all he was. He was a guy that could come in and just be a game manager for us. That's exactly what he was. Man, that defense was so fast. You got B-Wags and Mike. You had KJ Wright. You had Michael Bennett, Cliff Averill. The whole secondary was dogs. Browner, Thomas, Cam, Sherm. Man, Brandon Stokely ain't doing nothing. And thing is, I don't even think Uncle Shay gonna be able to get jiggy. Cause you can put KJ Wright come run with Shay. Or even if you want to roll Cam down and have him play one-on-one with Shay, I don't think Shannon Sharpe is getting jiggy. I don't think that. I truly feel that. Cam big body, he can run too. I don't think Shay is doing anything. So that would be an interesting matchup. I know it would be a low-scoring game. If I had to put a score on it, I would say 13-10. 13-10, just on the simple fact, LOB, their defense was the #1 pass defense in the league, #1 total defense in the league. Teams only average 14.4 points a game against them. So we know you're not going to score on them the same as with Ravens. So now it's just going to be a defensive battle. Who defense can score first? Pretty much that's what I feel that it would be. That's what it would lead to. But if I had to say, man, I would definitely run with the 2013 Seahawks, just on the simple fact of Russ will make a difference. His ability to scramble, make plays outside of the pocket, tuck it and run, and then throw outside the pocket, make plays in the pocket. He would be the difference maker, because Trent different. He ain't giving you nothing. Don't expect him to give you anything. But this your boy Miami Delphia, man. Drop your comments below, man. Let me know what you think. Let me know who you think will win, man. Like I said, this was a great one. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment.